Yeah, very good morning. So, how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. What about you, ma'am?
Yeah, fine. Can I have your resume, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, can you tell me something about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, first of all, giving this opportunity. I'm Harish. I'm from Kadapa, Andhra Pradesh. I completed my graduation in BE in the stream of Mechanical Engineering from Savitha Engineering College, Chennai. I have done one major project. My project name is Design and Fabrication of Vehicle Fuel Reduction System. And my hobbies are playing cricket and watching cricket. My technical skills, I'm very good at Java and SQL. And my strengths are I'm very positive and hardworking. And my weakness are I'm a little bit lazy, and now I'm doing my day by day that one lazy. And my short-term goal is to place in a good company, and my long-term goal is to serve people in my life.
Okay. So, do you have any knowledge on your project?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give any brief explanation about it?
Yes, ma'am. This is basically a vehicle theft fuel detection system. Nowadays, fuel is very important in terms of cost, in terms of demand. In some places like in theaters, when you go into cinema hall uh, uh, without any some security, some theft will be happening in major areas like in Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, there are a lot of areas. My project is based on this one. I have done one better project for this particular thing. So we have different components are working. So I want to explain working. I want to explain working. How working.
Yeah, explain. Brief explanation I need.
Okay, and we have different components for this particular working. I have a particular pipe with sensor. Because normally I'm explaining. Normally the vehicle flow rate is normal whenever we moving the bike, but whenever theft going on, flow rate will be very high. This will happen. My type is I have two components: so pipe with sensor, and we have buzzer, and we have SIM also. Whenever theft is happening, even message going to SIM, we get the message from SIM also, and we have microcontroller, and we have GSM. So GSM is nothing but global mobile modulation of system. Using the system, we can get message, and the working of this particular project will start with power. Input definitely input is needed for particular project. Input is always on because we don't know, we are always not on the bike. We have go somewhere else. That's why input is always on. Switch definitely. Once theft is going on in a pipe, we connect it to the laser. Once theft is going on, flow rate will be increasing. We can design like that. Suppose when particular flow rate is increasing, definitely buzzer will be on because flow rate is very fast, not normal to normal flow rate. It will happen. So that pipe will sensor will eject it to the microcontroller, will send a message, and that message to the global modulation GSM is used for SIM and something to get the message to the phone. And on the same time, buzzer, and you get the same message, and alarm also. It will harm very. It's very harmly. Sound is very good. So this is a project.
Okay. So you have mentioned in your resume you are perfect in Core Java, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So in SQL also.
In SQL also.
Okay, how much rating yourself for Java out of 5?
Out of 5, 3.5.
3.5. Okay. What is exception?
Exception is that suppose when the program is running, then suppose there is an error in some programming, Java program will terminates, JVM will terminates abnormally. Due to this abnormal termination, maybe data may be lost and some virus can be happen. Due to this is exception handling. Using exception handling, you can use try catch and finite block to handling it.
Okay. So, what is the difference between error and exception?
Exception is an error, okay, and we can handle that. We can handle by programmer, but error is not handled by programmer.
Okay. So, what is the meaning of try block, catch block, and finally block?
Yes, try block. Initially, we use definitely try block. After main method in program, we use try block, and the programmer should write method inside the try blocks. What happens? Suppose the program is there is any error message, JVM terminates and store that message in a particular memory, and it will raise the exception and throw to the catch block. And catch block, inside the catch block, programmer should write the exception message and any other messages to the user, whatever statements. And final block is used to close the data and as well as resources, whatever we use.
What type of connections it can close in finally block?
Yeah, whatever exception raises. That exception have some files. That exception is an error. That we want to close that error. Whatever files in error, we want to close that. That's the thing.
Okay, so why do we need exception handling in Java?
Exception handling in Java is very important because suppose it is important to flow a program normally. Even unaccepted event occurs. Suppose if Java exception handling is not handling, it may cause errors. It may cause errors, and also request may be failed. It may crash the program. This is the main thing. That's why we
Okay.
want exception handling.
So, what are the different types of exceptions are there in Java?
Checked exceptions and unchecked exceptions. Checked exceptions are detected by compiler at compile time. Oh, yes, ma'am. Can be handled by a programmer. Coming to unchecked exceptions detected by a runtime error by JVM, or it cannot handle by a program.
Okay. What are the main difference between finally, final, and finalize?
Yes, coming to final, final is a keyword. It is used to restrict the class, method, and variable. Suppose we final keyword is restrict the class, it can be inherited. Inherit is not possible. And coming to final method cannot override. And final variable cannot change. Once we variable in front of final use, we cannot change the variable.
Okay.
Coming to finally block, it is used in it is used in try catch blocks to provide some statements to execute normally. And finally, usually finally used to close the data and resources normally. And we have finally, it is a method. It is used it is actually a method used to remove the object before the object is going to garbage collector.
Okay. What is the difference between throws and throw?
Throws is a class and it is used to declare an exception. And throw is a keyword. It is used to throw an exception. And throws class is used to declare inside the method, and the throw keyword is used inside the method to invoke exceptions. Throw keyword is used normally cannot be throw more than one exception.
Throw.
Yeah. But throws class can handle multiple exceptions.
Okay. You are saying that the throws and the throws will be used within the method.
Throws is used to declare in a method.
Okay.
Method
At the
declaration.
time of declaration.
Yeah, time declaration.
So proper sentence formation.
Okay.
So at the time of method declaration, you are using
Throws.
throws.
Yes, ma'am. And,
You need to maintain some clarity, na? So that is the reason I am asking.
okay.
Okay, that's fine. How can you handle multiple exceptions in Java? See, if single exception is there, so by using throws keyword, you are throwing some exception onto the screen. For suppose I want to throw multiple exceptions in a single program. Okay, how you can throw?
It is possible to handle multiple exception in Java. I can for a single try block can connect it with variable catch blocks. How many exceptions are there? That's why how many catch blocks are used. Catch block will be executed. There is only exception in Java. Suppose there is no catch block. JVM will not execute that.
Okay, if catch block will throw the exception.
Yes, ma'am. Suppose there is a catch block will throw the exception, and then only it will execute. The JVM will execute the exception.
Catch block.
Catch block. Then only execute catch block.
Okay. Can we write try block without catch block or finally block?
It's not possible. Definitely you want to write try block. Without try block, it will not process.
Listen my question carefully. Can we write try block without using any catch block or finally block? Is it possible? That means we don't write any catch block, finally block. Is it possible to write only try block in an exception handling?
I don't know.
Okay. What are the different types of errors we are having?
We have compile time errors, runtime errors, and logical errors. Compile time errors, these errors are possible for any syntax or grammar of the language. This can be written by compiler at compile time, and programmer can handle this type of errors by checking by line by line. Coming to runtime errors, runtime errors are of course inefficiency of the computer system and inability to evaluate a statement or execute a statement. For example, and memory related issues and ability to evaluate a statement will come in this runtime errors, and basically we cannot handle runtime errors by program.
Okay.
And
What are logical errors then?
these type of errors are this type of logical errors are not detected by JVM or compiler. The programmer should detect this error based on the output of the program.
Okay, based on output of the program.
Yes, manually.
Okay, that's fine. So, what is throwable? What is throwable?
Throwable is a class. It represents all exceptions and errors in Java.
All errors and exceptions in Java.
Yeah, it will represent.
Okay, okay. So, what is the definition of constructor?
Constructor name and class name should be named, and it is used to initialize the instance variables, and also constructor is called when only method is constructor is used
When we call constructor. When we call constructor.
suppose it is method name. Constructor is used basically in groups. We use constructor. That's it I know.
What is inheritance?
Inheritance. Inheritance, we can extend one class to another class. It's called inheritance. Main advantage of inheritance is main advantage of inheritance, you can use same actions, all the super subclass, whatever objects, methods in superclass, we can use in subclass.
So, what is a file? What is a file?
A file contains organized collection of data. The main advantage of file, it will store permanently. Once we store that, it will not go anywhere. Definitely, it will store permanently.
Okay. So, what is a stream? Okay. How many streams are there?
Stream is nothing but flow of data from one place to another place, and we have four streams: input, output, and text stream and byte stream.
So, can you explain briefly what is input stream, what is output stream?
Coming to input stream, this stream read or accept particular data from input device. Output stream is nothing but we can read, we can store or write the data to a particular device. And coming to this text stream, normal text stream is used to accept. This text stream is nothing but text stream is used in character stream. It's nothing but
Character stream.
Character stream.
Okay.
Text stream store data and retrieve data in characters. So normally text stream is used to create text files.
Text files.
Coming
Okay.
to byte stream, data in a sequence of bytes and bits. It's also same, and it is used to create text files, and we have stored JPG images, and we have audios, videos, this type of
Files will come under byte streams.
bytes.
Okay. So, what is the default size of a file?
Normally, file is nothing but whatever we related data, depend upon the size will be increasing normally. Default size, whatever I know the default size is I think there's 128 MB.
128 MB. Okay. So, what is serialization in file?
Yes, ma'am. Serialization is nothing but it converts object into stream of bytes. That stream of bytes stored into database or file. The main advantage of this, it is to save the main advantage of this serialization. To store the object into, convert object into stream of bytes made to maintain that object, to because streams is platform independent actually. That's why we convert into object into stream.
Okay.
So we can able to redirect that one again to streams to object. It's called deserialization.
Deserialization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Step process.
Okay, that's fine. What is the difference between buffer reader and file reader in Java?
Yes, ma'am. First one, file reader. Yeah, it is a class. It reads data from file and normally it obtains a character from a file in a file system. And file reader is slower compared to buffer reader. And now coming to buffer reader, it is also class. It is able to read the character input stream, and buffer reader enables reader to buffer characters, and it is faster than file reader.
File reader. What is random access file?
Random access file, again it is a class, and it's make the user write and read the file in a file at the same time. And in this we can extend object class and data input and data input and data output interfaces. We can implement data output and data input interfaces. These interfaces facilitates the one primitive data type. Suppose we have primitive data type, and you can convert it into primitive data type of sequence to streams of bytes of streams into specific data type. Whatever data type you want, we can convert it into that.
So you have mentioned in your resume SQL, right?
Yeah.
So what do you know about SQL?
SQL.
Can you give brief explanation? What is the purpose of using SQL? What type of commands present in SQL? Just brief introduction.
Normally, whatever I know, I will tell. Coming to SQL is a database. Okay. Data is present in different formats. Facts, figures, and audio files, video files, different. So here the database is nothing but we can store data in physical manner using different implementation, different languages, different theory, particular theory. So here database and different database. We have a relation database management system and database management system. In relation with the database management system, it will suppose we have stored in normally in relation database management system, we store your data in tables manner, rows and columns, tables. Relation is nothing but one table with relation to another table. This is a relational database. Normally, brief explanation. And coming to database management system, it is normally used in not relation. Here there is no relation between anything tables. Here just suppose we have a XML file. We can only open the XML. We cannot share without any network manner. We cannot store that. Just for seeing XML file is using database management system. We have different types of SQL commands. We have data manipulation, DML. We have data manipulation, data definition language, and data manipulation language, and transaction control commands. For different type of commands, we have different statements we use. This is what.
Okay, that's fine. So nothing you don't know about any commands in SQL. Just
Yes, ma'am. Commands, alter.
what is the purpose of alter command then?
Suppose we want to rename we want to change the column name, or we want to add a column name, we can use alter, or we can modify, or we can drop. We want to drop that column. And we have a lot of commands. Also, create, delete, truncate.
Truncate.
We have a lot.
Difference between truncate and drop?
Truncate is nothing but it will delete all the rows, and it does not free the space. And coming to drop is it will drop the table. Coming to drop, it will drop the table.
Okay. So now you can write down one program. Okay. So you need to create a file. Okay. How to create a file? Okay. So take this duster and
storing the
marker.
data.
Storing the data. So just create a file name with one name, okay, and you can store some data into it. What is the logic we need to write?
So suppose now I create a file and I'll store data into the file. I'll start with suppose first of all package. Now I'm creating a package import.
Okay. So if you want to implement the files, what is the package we need?
IO package.
IO package. Yes.
So class name. Okay. And main method. So now I use data input stream to, when whatever we enter the data, it will input the stream. And we use a new create an object for the particular DIS. Now we're using the file writer to store the data. To write or store.
File writer.
Yeah, file writer. Yeah. Here, whatever data will be storing on particular file, text file. We store text file.
Okay.
Some name. And whatever once we can enter in data, whatever data will be entering, it would append to data by
Okay.
data. That's why I want to give through.
Okay.
So now we use character. We can enter character. We can store the character. So I use I want to write character. So now, yeah. Now I can use while loop to read in a particular loop. So I will use while loop to read the character.
Okay.
Use character here. Use character. Use this file input, data input stream to read whatever you enter. So this is a character. Suppose what data input stream will take character type of character. That's why I
Okay.
write in bracket character. It will read that one in bracket.
Okay.
It's not equal to hash. Suppose I leave anything hash. At the end, suppose I'll take 1. 1 not equal to hash. Definitely
Okay.
1 will store.
Store.
Suppose I'll put hash here. Hash not equal to hash is not true.
Not.
So once
Okay.
once you put to hash, it will end. It will not read. Loop will be
Okay.
will be closed.
Can we keep semicolon for while loop?
Oh, sorry. We can close that. We can close this one. Whatever data input stream will take, at the end we can close the file. File writer. Use the method we use.
To write the data into the file.
Yeah, to write the data into the file, and after writing the file, we don't want that. Again, we want to close the file. Once after the file closing, it is very important to close this file.
Okay, data input stream.
This to close the file using this data input stream. And we can close the brackets.
So you are not keeping any brackets for your while loop?
This is a bracket.
Flower brackets. You did not given any flower brackets to the while loop.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Have your seat. Okay. Your technical round is completed. Okay. What are your salary expectations?
As a fresher, I'm not expecting too much. Around 3.
Around 3 lakhs
Yeah, around
per
3
annum.
3 lakhs per annum I'm expecting.
Okay. So why I need to hire you?
As a fresher, for me, easy to adapt into a new environment. I am eager to learn new things. While studying, I got a lot of learning while studying. Definitely want some opportunity to prove myself
Okay.
in your company. So this is
Okay. So your interview is completed. Okay. For further information, our HR will contact with you. Okay.
fine.